Hello students, welcome back to our channel, and here we are with a new video. Today we are going to study the English main course book of Standard 6, and the chapter which we are going to study is chapter 3.1, that is Young Uncle Goes to His Village. And this interesting and funny story is written by Miss Vandana Singh, and main characters of the story are young uncle and ancient uncle. Ancient uncle is the uncle of young uncle, and Yusuf is the friend of young uncle, and then Sarita, Ravi and the baby, they are the niece and nephew of young uncle. So the whole story revolves around these characters. So before we get started, we should have a glimpse of this story at the top of the page. This extract is from Young Uncle Comes to Town, a delightful book by Vandana Singh. So it is an excerpt taken from another book, that is Young Uncle Comes to Town. So this is a part from that book. Young Uncle, the younger brother of children's father. That means these children, Sarita, Ravi and the baby, is an unusual person who finds a unique and hilarious solution to any problem that he faces. Read about his preparation for a visit to his great uncle's village. So basically the ancient uncle is the great uncle of young uncle. So he is going to their village, young ancient uncle and ancient aunt's village. So this story is all about that only. Now we are going to read the story paragraph by paragraph, and we will understand what the story is all about. So let's get started. Summer had been washed away by the monsoon, and after a month of steady rain, the clouds receded to make way for the cooler season. That means the summer has gone. बोलिए
बुक यूकेजी वाला है, ले लीजिएगा सिफा का,
तो दिलवा दीजिए, यहाँ पे रखवा दीजिए, दे देंगे. So here it says that the summer is gone, monsoon is also going, and the winter season is about to come. Young uncle began planning another trip. That means he keeps on traveling and he is planning for the next trip, this time to his father's village. So basically where the place where he is going is his father's village, where he had spent some memorable summers as a schoolboy. So basically at that place young uncle spent his childhood. Here memorable means worth remembering. The meaning of all these words which are highlighted in blue color given at the bottom of the page. Most of his family had moved out of the ancestral village home, but two of his oldest relatives still lived in the village. So most of the family members, they have shifted to towards town or cities or metropolitan cities, but only two people from the family root still live in that village. Who are they? The ancient uncle and the ancient aunt. These were ancient uncle and his wife, ancient auntie. Ancient uncle was young uncle's great uncle, but most people called him ancient uncle because he was very old. So basically the name comes here because he was very old. That's why all the people call him ancient uncle. Whenever they mentioned him, they would say, "Oh, ancient uncle," and shake their heads because he often didn't behave like a dignified old man of 88. So despite of being so old, that means his age is 88, but still he was not behaving like an old person. In fact, Sarita's last memory of him, Sarita is a niece of young uncle. Last memory of him during one of his rare visits to their town involved crawling with him on hands and knees under the dining table to scare the dinner guest. So he was very funny. He used to do pranks on the other family members, and he used to make them laugh by his doings. So one incident Sarita remembers that he was crawling to scare the people under the dinner table. So he was very funny. Ancient uncle had horses and cows, and there were plenty of family stories about their exploits. Exploits means exciting and interesting adventure stories. So he was actually telling lots of stories and entertaining the guest, whoever comes to their village. The children really wanted to go with uh, young uncle to see their legendary relative. Legendary here means popular but and unforgettable. The character he plays, the role he plays is unforgettable. So the children wanted to go with young uncle. But their mother put her foot down. That means the mother is denying. What? Go see ancient uncle without me to keep you all out of mischief? Certainly not. So she is little bit worried that if the three, young uncle, ancient uncle and the children, they gather together, they make mischief. But young uncle will be there, said Ravi. Young uncle plus ancient uncle means even more trouble. That means if they join each other, that means they will create much and more mischief. Their mother said grimly, and what about school? So school is also open. So this is another concern that the children are not going with young uncle. The children were disappointed. Young uncle reminded them that this trip would bear fruits in new stories, but they wouldn't smile. He told them three hair-raising old stories about the demon Gobarmal. So there is also a famous story of the demon Gobarmal. So young uncle promised them and told them that when I return back, I'll tell you even more stories and more interesting stories. The children liked really much. Demon Gobarmal, we cheered them up only a little, but still children are not happy. This was surprising because the Gobarmal stories were part of the family tradition and the children loved being terrified by them. So these stories being told at the village, the children loved it really much. What long faces, young uncle said finally. All right, never mind Gobarmal and his seven eyes. So he was trying to make the children happy, but they were not happy because they were not joining young uncle, they were not going with young uncle. Tell me what you want from the village apart from the usual fine crop of tall tales. I'll be sure to bring it for you. So finally he says, tell me what else do you want apart from the interesting stories. I'll bring it to you. It's a promise from my side. The two older children looked happier, that means Sarita and Ravi. They decided they wanted mangoes more than anything because the village mangoes were the best in the known universe. So that place, the village, is quite famous for mangoes. It produced some of the delicious and the best kind of mangoes. So they wanted mangoes to be brought from the village. They grew only in special groves near the village. So it grew only in that place. Groves here refers the mangrove forest. And were large, golden, luscious and ambrosial. Here luscious and ambrosial means heavenly tasting, delicious. That means it has no comparison. Enough to inspire poetry in the most prosaic soul. Prosaic soul, that means simple, simplest of being. That means any person, even somebody doesn't like mangoes, after eating the mangoes of the village, definitely surely is going to like it and love it. This is how delicious and tasty are the mangoes from that village. But the baby, being more ambitious than her siblings, wasn't satisfied with mere fruits. She frowned and pondered. But the baby is not happy and satisfied with mangoes. It wants something else. So the baby started thinking. The next day, young uncle's friend Yusuf came to visit. Young uncle's friend Yusuf came to visit. He was a wildlife expert who could make the most amazing animal noises, and he always liked to entertain the children. So Yusuf is also a very funny person. He used to make sounds of different animals, and he was a wildlife expert. This time he brought them a picture book full of all kinds of animals. So he brought a gift for the children, a picture book. In that book there are pictures of almost all sort of animals. I am very worried about the Nilamgiri National Sanctuary. He said, it is a small protected forest, one of the last resorts of the Indian tiger. But each forest ranger I appoint to look after it leaves after a week or so and will not tell me why. So, as per the story, we can assume that he was doing some sort of duty in Nilamgiri National Sanctuary. It is a wildlife park that has very less amount of tigers remained, and protected, it was a protected forest for tigers. And the forest ranger is a person who lives in that place in the wildlife sanctuary and looks after the animals and all the belongings of the forest. So he said that any time I appoint any forest ranger, he leaves the job after after a week or 2 weeks or so on, and I don't know what is the reason why are they leaving. I don't know what the trouble is, and unfortunately I don't have time to visit Nilamgiri. But listen, it's not too far from your village. Could you look into it for me, my friend? So Yusuf said, I don't know the reason, and I also don't have much time so that I can go and look into the matter. But the place where you are going, that is your village, it is the wildlife park, the Nilamgiri wildlife sanctuary is not very far from that village. So for me, please make a visit to that place. Young uncle enthusiastically agreed. That means he said, yes, I can do it, it's easy for me. Later, when he was showing the baby the animal book, she pointed at a picture of tiger reposing. Here reposing means relaxing, royally in a forest clearing. They, she said imperiously. Imperiously, that means in a commanding tone. So they is the word which is used. That means the baby cannot talk. She only fumbles. She only tells one or two words. They, that means this. So she was pointing at a tiger's picture and she was telling young uncle to bring tiger from the village. So young uncle said, I can't bring you a whole tiger. They won't allow him in the bus. Then the people won't allow the tiger to be carried in the bus. So it is impossible for me. The baby pointed at tiger's tail. They, again the baby said they. That means she wants the tail of the tiger. She said with a magnanimous air, I can't bring you tiger's tail either. Young uncle said. The tiger might object. That means he in a very funny way he said that I can't bring the tiger's tail also because the tiger might object. That means the tiger will attack me. The baby looked impatient. Then she pointed to a very tip of tiger's tail. Now the very small part of the tiger's tail, that was tiger's tail's hair. A hair from the tip of tiger's tail. Well, I'll try my best, promised young uncle. So he said finally that I'll try, but it is also quite impossible to break the hair from tiger's tail and to bring it back. He didn't know how he was going to do it, especially if the hair was still attached to the tiger, but a promise was a promise. So it was quite difficult, but to keep the baby happy, to make the baby happy, he said, yes, I promise, this I will bring. So 2 days later, young uncle waved goodbye to his brother and sister-in-law and the 3 children and took a rickshaw to bus stand. So here the story ended. After 2 days, young uncle was leaving the house and he was proceeding for the village in an auto rickshaw towards a bus stand. This was a very interesting, very funny, short story written by Vanda Singh. I told you earlier at the beginning of the story that this is only an excerpt from the whole book, that the book is Young Uncle Comes to Town. So this was the whole story. I hope you understood the paragraphs. I hope you enjoyed the story. Still, if you have any kind of doubt or question in your mind, you can write that in the comment box. And we will be back again with lots of more videos like this. And if you haven't subscribed our channel, please do subscribe our channel, like our videos, share our videos, and thank you very much for watching our videos. We will be back again. Till then, goodbye and stay tuned.